What's up, everyone? Welcome to another live trading day, TradeSpace.io. Um, I've been really sick the last week or so I haven't actually been able to upload a video. But I'm feeling a little bit better today, so we're going to see what will happen. So, as always, we start with the daily chart, and the daily chart is a little bit less boring today. It's a little bit less generic, same thing we've seen since like November 1st. So let's just see what's up here. Start with our channel. And at the moment, I'm just going to draw it here. Draw it here. And then as we come up top here, let's look to see a few things. First off, we had a range. And it was kind of like a bullish range. It was almost more of a chop zone than your traditional range. And then after that, we had a breakout of the range here. So we broke out above the high into all new highs. And we had a small amount of follow through. And this small amount of follow through didn't go very far. We ended up having 1, 2, 3 bear bars, 1 bull bar, which got us close to the all-time highs. A little bit of follow through that just peaked into the all-time highs before collapsing down. So if you were in either of my discords, you would know that there were likely sellers above, and that this price wouldn't. It's not as likely to have to go very high. And if it does, then it would probably look like a couple bars up, a couple bars down, a couple bars up, a couple bars down, a couple bars sideways, etc. Now, since then, we've had 2 bear bars in a row, an inside bar, which is a breakout mode, and this is our breakout right here, this big bear bar. And it was the first bear bar, excuse me, it was the first bear bar that bears were able to get that closes below the moving average. So, this whole time bears have not been able to get closes below the moving average for a long period of time, and now they finally have. It's been like 5 months or something like that. They've had it like over in here where they touched it, but they've never had a close like this below it, except for once when we were in a range down here somewhere. That's the close right there. So this is the only other time that bears have been able to get closes under the moving average. When was that? I don't know when that was. It doesn't really matter. So now, if you look back and you look back at that close and you come to this close, and you look at this close, it's obviously different. It looks different. Why does it look different? Well, the bar is bigger and it closed lower. So bears with this close right here are finally beginning to take some kind of control of the market. Now, with that being said, though, first close above the moving average when you have 20 bars or more that stay above the moving average, and then you have a close below it, the first 1 to 2 bars are likely to be bought up. So that means that today is likely to be some sort of a bull day. We are pushing up pretty good right now. I'm also a little bit late to the market today. I've been trying to sleep in and get some rest. I'd rather be a little bit late and have good sleep than just feel sick all the time. So that's kind of where we are on the daily chart. We can go through a few others here. Just kind of quickly. Remember, guys, we're not going to spend a lot of time here. It's not the place to spend a lot of time. The daily chart kind of tells us what we need to know. Excuse me. We're really just looking towards these other time frames to mark out other key areas. Is there something like really key I can mark out here on the 1 hour? Not really. So just take a quick glance, and then let's do something different. Let's look at the 15. Big push down here. And we didn't really have much of a recovery before an overnight session. Whenever we have a tight channel like this, first reversal up often fails. So what we might have is two legs, but it can also be a little bit confusing sometimes if the context of this channel happened in the previous day. Context of this channel here happened in the previous day, and then if we have the context of this, and then we have an endless pullback, which is essentially what this is, 20 bars or more, then the probabilities become closer to 50-50. So it's a little bit confusing. It's like if we had a pullback somewhere in here, it's a high probability that it's going to go lower. But now you're a price action reader and you're looking at this, probabilities might as well be 50-50, at least up until the open. And I haven't really looked at a whole lot of price action in the moment, so maybe it's more for one or the other. On the 5-minute here, essentially started off with a range with a high here, a low here. Now we're breaking out of that range. Let's see here. Let's think about this. That would be an interesting buy right here. This inside bar, high 1 inside. Let's just look at buying pressure, and then let's look at how this range is broken here. Let's see. This bar is actually pretty close to having time up, so that might make this bull bar climactic. You're going to have to forgive me about the cough, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, I've been sick. I don't really know what to tell you. I don't want to cough either. I'm also watching some of my other plays at the moment. Just bear with me for a second. Thinking about going short here, actually, which is kind of a little bit risky. Let's just face it, it's a little bit risky. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Might be a wedge on a 2000 tick. Kind of just gotta mess with it a whole bunch to find out. Yeah, I mean, I would say so, right? Boom. Boom. Something like that. 1, 2, 3. You could also count 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're having a breakout. Should we see what happens? I mean, it does kind of suck though, because if this is the wedge, then that's kind of the profit target. I mean, we're kind of like, I mean, I get that it's like a range. Maybe we'll go lower, but technically speaking, we're probably looking at around right here. It's previous higher low. But it is a pretty strong bear bar, so maybe if we end on a strong bear bar, maybe that will be reason enough to go short. But if I'm going to have a low probability play, I want to have good risk reward. What are you doing? Control. You know, it's like I already forgot NinjaTrader controls. It's like I already forgot. Nope, that's not it. Control 3. That's it. So this is 6.25 points of risk. I should enter on a limit if I enter at all. Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Maybe we can fill this gap here. So I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a risky play. It's a risky play, but you know, maybe we can fill this gap. Maybe we can get to the moving average. Excuse me. Do all those things. Those are all possible. Could also do something like wait for a second signal and probably trade a little bit smaller. I think I'm in there a little bit heavy right now. So profit target here, I'm probably just going to trail around the moving average. I don't think I'm going to allow much of a pullback. It's probably going to be closer to a scalp, excuse me, a scalp trade than anything really. Probably won't make a whole lot here. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I should have entered on a limit sooner. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see how strong this bar closes too. If it, excuse me again. You know, if it has a strong close, then I don't know. I may move to break even after this, no matter what. If it has a strong close, it probably won't retrace back. If it has a weak close, then maybe this trade's become kind of risky, and I want to reduce some of that risk. I don't sit here and think or tell myself that this is the best trade in the world and this is going to make me a lot of money. I'm trying to be realistic about it. I mean, we're in a range. I think that we're mostly bullish today. I'm still not convinced. I mean, it could be a bear day. We could have like 2 bear bars. Maybe it's an inside day. But you know, I'm trying to be realistic here. I'm not entirely convinced that it's going to go super far. And then I probably will look to take profits in the moving average here. Bar should be ending anytime now. Anytime. I don't really like the finish either. Let's just go ahead and move to break even. I don't really like how this bar is beginning to finish. And just let it go. I mean, we're probably going to get stopped out at break even, but I mean, you know, if this is your signal bar and this is your fill bar and you're a bear like I am, do you feel very good about your position? No, you don't. feel horrible about it. You're like, oh, geez. I mean, I got filled on a doji. That was my fill bar. It was a freaking doji. So let's move to break even. Let's get out, break even. No big deal, guys. We're out, break even. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and we're going to look for a second signal. If we find a second signal, then we'll probably take it. And if we don't, then, you know, we saved ourselves money. It's not entirely true, but you can almost say that saving money in trading is more important than making money. Something I was telling my Discord group just this week is like, well, you know, if you have a job and you have a 9 to 5 job and you go every week and you work that job, no matter how much in sales that business has done this last week, you're going to get paid whenever you get paid, you know, at the end of every week. No matter how well that business is done, you are going to get paid. You know, trading's not like that. Do you think traders get paid every week? Of course we don't. I'll tell you one thing for sure, I don't withdraw money from my account every week. If you're really smart, you withdraw the least amount of money as possible. You have a pullback. Now, see, I want to get in here again, but it was a high one. And stop orders. It's all good. It's all good. How do we enter late into things? I'll show you how we enter late. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, if you have a job, you get paid every week, no matter what. You sure as hell don't get paid every week as a trader. You want to leverage your account and keep as much in there as possible all the time, because that's how you make your money. You sit up there and you just have a lot of it. And the more you have, the more you make. So you don't want to like withdraw money from your account very often as a trader if you don't have to. The other thing is that if you think about, you know, what did the market look like in 2008? Do you think most traders made money in 2008? No, most of them lost money. Most of them held at a loss or sold at a loss or, you know, anything like that. It was like this major financial crisis, right? But what happens if you bought weakness? What normally happens when, you know, the market's crashing and then it begins to recover? It's like, well, there's normally a lot of bullish action. And oftentimes in the next year or two, whatever has happened, will it'll give you all that money back in the next year or so. So, can you go a year without making money? It's tough. It's tough. It's very tough. You know, thankfully I wasn't trading in 2008, so didn't really affect me, but it certainly affected me in 2020. In March, April, May 2020, do you think people were making money? No, of course they weren't. Of course they weren't. But you know, you have to be okay with that, because you have to realize that, you know, it's almost like back pay in a way. If you buy the weakness, then you're going to get paid. Look at that. We hit this moving average perfectly. I didn't really like that high one, and I didn't really like the fill that I had on this bar, so I went ahead and exited. But would have been a pretty ideal profit target. We're not finishing very strong as bears. And I wasn't really sure if we would. I don't think it's a strong reason for bears to sell, and I don't think that it's a strong reason for bulls to buy at the moment. Now, if we had what I was waiting to see, let's just say that this bar right here closed at its low under the moving average. It's going to maybe show y'all a little trick that you can use if you enter late into things. But we're just going to sit here and wait for now. I don't really feel bad about moving to break even. Obviously, I want, more profit, but I don't really feel so bad moving to break even. We're off the moving average here. If we get an inside bull bar, I could consider going long. I mean, it's not very far to the top. It's not very far to the top, so it's not like it would be an impressive play or anything. Okay. Look at some stonks. We're in Rider right now. Pretty uneventful, to be honest. It's ranging. Let's see, what are some other trades that we called out? Called out QCOM. I have no idea what QCOM looks like, by the way. Oh my word, go away. If you use Weeble's technical signals, stop. It's not worth it. It's not that great. So the signal to go short was actually yesterday, and look at that bear bar. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Some options contracts were up over 500% yesterday. That's absolutely insane. Another one we called out. TSN. So trigger for TSN was actually this day right here. I mean, talk about timing the bottom. Talk about timing the bottom here. So, and then of course yesterday was huge. I'm a little bit disappointed. I guess we didn't. I guess there were sellers above. I was hoping we can get a little bit more follow through. It's all good though. It's all good. We're still just chilling. We haven't entered it yet, but we're also considering Abbott. And actually, Abbott is one of those things at this point. At this point, I'm tempted to enter it just because of the risk-reward ratio. It's a double bottom. If you enter here, your stop is so tiny. Look at how tiny your stop is. So small for a daily chart. So it's kind of like, it's almost like, why wouldn't you enter it? Because if you lose almost nothing. I mean, you won't even hardly notice the difference in your account. And if you win really big. So this is an area where we have seen buyers before. Maybe there will be more buyers here again. But it is a play I'm looking at. I guess it's free too. Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of free. So we'll do this really fast, and then we'll get back to charts. I have a free spot now on my Discord, so you can look at signals for free. I give like one a week for free. Our last one was MDT. So that if you went long on MDT from 325 to 329 with a 6% stop loss, you have a 72.1% probability of winning with an average profit of 2%. Your average loss, you will win 10 times in a row, you'll lose twice in a row. Your most recent loss was 2023, which probably increases the actual real-time probability above 72.1%. Average consecutive wins, average consecutive loss, blah, blah, blah. The average consecutive loss of 1.09 and a most recent loss of 2023 made this an especially attractive play. Let's see what happened real fast. Let's see what happened. MDT, we bought 325 here, and we sold, I think we actually sold a little bit later. Yeah, we sold on 4-1 here. So, geez, guys, like, what a spike. This is the power of data, though. Like, price action told me that 1, 2, 3, this is a level of support, it's a reversal play, blah, blah, blah. What price action didn't tell me, though, was that there's going to be a huge push up here. And it was going to be some of the quickest, easiest money I've made in this group yet. So excellent call out, excellent trade. Very, very satisfied with it. Let's see, I can just go here. So yeah, check out the, I'm going to post just the link to the Discord so that everyone can have access to the free signals. And then if you're interested in the premium version where I give you everything, I tell you when I buy, when I sell, I give you more data, I help you along a lot more, then you can just come to the welcome section where I explain everything. You can click the link to be a premium member if you're interested. If you just want to get the free signals, sit here and get free signals. Do it. Do it. Come trade with me for free. It's been really quiet this week, and I like that. It means that everybody is calm and they're in their positions and they're just chilling. They're just doing their thing. So I was hoping for a signal bar, maybe to go long, but I mean, this signal bar here is bull bar. I got the signal bar. But, I mean, it's already touched the high. I can't take this straight. It's already touched the high. I just got to sit here and wait. I mean, maybe there will be a breakout. Ask yourself, well, what if there's a second entry long? Are you going to take a second entry long? I have no idea. I guess we'll have to see what it looks like. But it's a second entry long, kind of towards the beginning of the day, kind of towards the high of the day. So maybe it's just a trap because there's sellers nearby. At least there's possibly sellers nearby. You never know. You never know. And if we zoom way out here, when we look at the open and the high and the low of the day, you can see it started off tight, kind of expanding now. What is the average days range, I wonder? It's probably close to this. It's probably pretty close to this. 2000 tick wedge, one leg, two leg, or one leg, two leg. Here's your 10 bars. Kind of a tight channel here. Kind of a tight bear channel on the 2000 tick. The thing about it is you need a pattern to be big enough so that you can make money, but not so big that your stop loss is, way below you. And so you're kind of looking for that perfect size pattern a lot of times, and if you've been trading the market for long, you know that the market's not perfect. A lot of weird things happen here. There's big patterns, there's small patterns and medium patterns. There's small patterns and big patterns and medium patterns and big patterns. It's all about context. All about context. Sitting here waiting for a good trade. Just sitting here waiting. This is a second entry short. Should we consider a second entry short? Oof. Oof. So much risk, though. So much risk. So much risk. It's like, do I want to take a second entry short? Yeah, I'll take a second entry short. Do I want to take it with 7 points of risk? No, I don't. Maybe we can find less risk here. Maybe you could say tight channel, first reversal. I mean, I guess you could put your stop there. Screw it, guys. I can't have a giant risk like that. I know I kind of did on the last play, but I'm not really interested in doing it here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, I don't have it set up here, do I? Do I really not have it? No, I don't have it set up here. Let's try it again, see if it'll work. There it goes. Okay, guys. I don't know my exact stop, but I know it's a lot smaller. Yeah, it's a lot better. It's about 4 points. Tight channel, first reversal up, expected to fail. I'm also taking the second entry short. Second entry short, guys. Second entry, okay. First off, let me specify. Second entry short, 1, 2 on the 5, and it's a first entry from a tight channel on the 2000 tick. So that's what we got going here. Really, really small stop loss. Don't really want my stop here, but I can't have a 7-point stop. I just can't have it. So I'm going to kind of see what will happen. I don't really think it's going to be just a straight up trap. Whether I get stopped out here or not, looks like I will. But and it's just kind of one of those things. My stop really, really should be up here. But I just can't afford the risk. It's just too much risk. Way too much risk. So I'd rather get stopped out here. And I wanted to be able to participate in the trade too. I have no idea what'll happen. A lot of people can't handle that. Can't handle the fact that they have no idea what'll happen. They seek experts. Like, oh, tell me what'll happen. Well, I have an idea, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and move to break even. I'm almost tempted to trail a bar. Should I trail the bar? Should I trail the bar? I'm going to trail the bar. Once we reach this low, okay, let's trail the bar. Might be buyers here and then up. There we go. Okay, quick 1,200 bucks. Quick 1,200 bucks. Let's see what's up, guys. What's the saying? What's up, Kyle? Let's see how far this thing will fall, I guess. And, it's whatever. It's whatever. Okay. Probably going to get stopped out in here. Am I? It's an inside bar. I'd imagine I get stopped out here. There we go. Okay. Okay. What is it? Like a 1,300 or something? 1,200, something like that. Oh. It's not bad for someone so as sickly as me. It's not so bad. So, I'm going to sit here and look for another reason to sell. But it's second entry short on the 5, 1, 2. Not a very good fill bar, but a good signal bar for the bears. And on the 2000 tick, it was a tight channel. First reversal up, expected to fail, it did. Got within a tick of my stop loss. And then, it fell and made a quick 1,300 or so, 1,200, maybe 1,200 with the retracement. I've been here for less than, I actually got a comment the other day. So, because I don't know, I feel like maybe I should sit here and trade longer. And I do plenty of trading, not on video. I don't video every time I trade. I don't know. I mean, videoing myself trading is a little bit weird to me, to be honest. I've never done that before. I'm also the sort of person that I don't like it when people watch me work. If I'm doing something, I absolutely hate it if someone's behind me watching me. So why are you watching me? So it's kind of like when I'm trading is a little bit of the same thing. But I really like this, and I do actually kind of have fun like live trading like this, and I'll probably do a stream soon. Oh man. Probably will do a stream soon. I just have to upgrade a few things on my computer, and I'll probably do something like that. I think I'll just make it free for everyone on YouTube. That's what my thought was. just sitting here chilling. I probably won't do it every day, at least not at first. Eventually I will. But I got to let myself kind of get used to it too, get used to talking to people, get used to, yeah, just kind of get used to all that. Once again, the 20 EMA showing some strength. There's buyers at the 20 EMA. We'll sit around for a couple more minutes, see if we can't find one more good trade. But anyway, what my comment was, or the comment that I received was, because I felt like maybe I should spend more time here. Excuse me again. I felt like maybe I should spend more time here, trading with everyone, and it's good. It's a good thing to do, but something someone pointed out to me is that they've never seen someone who can do something like this and make $1,200 in an hour. So, I mean, appreciate it. And they made the point, and I think that they're right, is that, you don't necessarily need a whole lot of time to make money. If you're really clever, you really know what you're doing, then, I mean, you can just trade for an hour and you'll be fine. Probably will come back and trade some more today, at least for a little bit. Probably won't videotape it. I guess while we're sitting here just staring at the screen, we can at least look at some stonks. Look at them stonks. Abbott. Abbott. Okay. Honestly, don't look like a bad entry, to be honest. Ryder. Ryder is very low volume, so I have to look at the 1 hour. Just range. TSN not having a lot of follow through at the moment, but it's not like there's aggressive bears selling either. It's not like there's really aggressive bears. It's like you have a bunch of bear bars that kind of don't go anywhere, and you have like some bull bars mixed in. So, I mean, obviously the bulls aren't buying, but the bears aren't selling a whole lot more than the bulls aren't buying. If that makes sense. So there's some of the main ones I'm looking at. QCOM continuing pushing down. Tell you what, if you bought an options contract for QCOM, if you bought QCOM puts, boy, are you happy right now. Like I said, some of those yesterday were 500% in the money. 500%, guys. I think the last time I made 500% on something was like Shiba coin. That was a while ago. That was a long time ago. Good old Shiba coin. I wonder if it's on Webull. I haven't looked at it, actually. I haven't looked at it in years. Let's look at Shiba coin. What is it doing? Come on. Oh, man. It's daily. I mean, I'm just pushing up some. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. Okay. I think I was trading when there was 3 zeros. Oh, yeah, dude. This was when I was buying it. You can see some of my old trawlings. You can literally tell when I was trading this too. All all the way up here. I bought, it's years ago. I don't remember where I bought. 2021? Yeah, that was a long time ago. So, bought somewhere in here. I think I did buy in October sometime. And had that really big push up. And then, sold somewhere in here. Crazy, dude. I don't remember the exact gain I had. I think it was like 900% or something. I don't remember exactly. And you can see when I quit looking at it, I was like, okay, well, this is stupid now. And then now we have a little spike, so. Oh, man. Good old SHIB. I'm looking at Abbott again. I'm actually looking at maybe entering. I don't want the weekly. Let's look at the 5-minute here. Maybe if I got 2 legs down, I might look to enter. I want this stop loss to be as tight as possible. As tight as possible. And I also want to allow myself to have a good signal. I mean, if I entered here, we'll just round it like 110. Well, it's not telling me up here. It's at 110.40. So we look at this, it's like 110, I guess 110.39, 110.40. And your stop is around this one. We'll say maybe 108.85. You're risking less than $2 a share. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, isn't that worth at least a small position? It's the same thing like when we go for a raffle. Do you really think that you have a high probability of winning that 4-wheeler if you buy 2 $5 raffle tickets? Of course you don't. But the slight, slim chance that you might win it is, it's completely worth it. Because if you win it, then you're like, oh my god, I just bought a 4-wheeler for like $10. And if you lose, you're like, well, it was worth the chance. And so it's kind of like that. It's like your risk reward is excellent. Probability of winning, not very much. But it's like, are you really going to miss the money that you lose? Probably not. Probably not. Are you really going to love it if you win? Oh, hell yeah, you are. Of course you are. So, something to consider. Something to consider. Looks like we're kind of just ranging here. So, let's just do a quick review. Kind of come to the more or less the conclusion of the day here. Give you a little something to look forward to. So, big channel pushing up. First close under the moving average. Pretty good close too. Likely going to be bought up the first time. Will likely be bought up. Is it going to be bought up on this bar? Is it going to be bought up on the next bar? I'm not sure. But this is likely going to be bought up. We do have a double top. Kind of at the double top mentioned move. Something I don't think I mentioned before. It's a higher high double top. I don't think it's a major trend reversal because of the context. But we have a little push down here. I am expecting this to get bought back up. I'm expecting it in this bar or the next bar, something like that. You can look for it to be bought back up. But what do you think is going to happen when we get back up here? There's probably more sellers, so something to be aware of. We're probably beginning to convert more into a range now. It's probably going to be pretty close to the high of the range. The low of the range, we have a few options, I suppose. Just analyze really, really fast. I'm not going to take up a lot of time. Bottom of range. Let's see if we can find it. Here's an inside bar. So maybe it's somewhere in this area. Here's some more inside bars. So maybe down in this area. It's also a pretty good breakout point. Right here. So maybe the range is something like that. Something down in there. Probably won't find out for like another week or so. Probably won't. So, keep an eye out. Look for yourself. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. All right, guys. Just a quick, I don't know how much it was, 1,200 or so for the day, or for this morning session. I'm pretty happy about it. If you're interested in joining the Discord, I will leave a link in the description. I am giving out some free signals every week. Just a couple though. I'm just giving you a little tease. And then if you want to work with me personally on trading, whether it's futures or stocks and ETFs, I'd be happy to work with you. I'll leave my Fiverr link in the description. I've actually had several people from YouTube come and talk to me. It's been really cool. Like, I really like meeting new people, and I meet new people from all around the world. So it's, frankly, it's a really good experience all around. Very happy. If you have any questions or comments, you can contact me however you want. Discord, YouTube, email, however. And I'd also appreciate it if you just leave if you liked and subscribed. It's a little bit weird for me to ask that. Like, I kind of posted on YouTube originally just kind of for the hell of it. I never really thought that I would say that, hey, you should actually subscribe to my YouTube. But I do think it's kind of interesting. Maybe I'm not the best YouTuber in the world, but I do think my YouTube is at least a little bit interesting. So subscribe. And I don't know. What do they say? Do they say hit the bell? Is that what they say? Hit the bell? I don't know. I'm a very bad YouTuber, guys. I'm not very good at this. I'm not very good at YouTubing, but I'm a pretty good trader. So if you want to know about YouTube, talk to someone else. If you want to know about trading, love to help you out. Best of luck today, guys. Best of luck next week. Hopefully I will continue to feel halfway decent, and I'll film again next week. All right, y'all. Later.